I went through coming face to face with these beings. I've seen big black wings with red eyes. 10 years later, it's a Mothman cryptid.
Black creature kind of perched on a tree, and it had bright red eyes. It was all black. I am excited to talk to you because I feel like if anybody I could feel comfortable talking about those things with, it would be you. This is perfect. I'm so happy we're doing this.
Boo. And it's difficult to talk about because you get labeled as crazy with cryptids or extraterrestrials. But I will always be Elliot at heart from E.T., the extraterrestrial.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does this mean they're coming?
Yes. E.T. so lonely.
Like, let's talk to each other about the strange things. Maybe we don't want to. But yeah, that's me. That's me in a nutshell. That's my vibe.
I love that.
Let people to know.
UFOs, the colors of the craft, contactees, celestial EVPs, Sasquatch, Mothman, seance. There's psychic abilities involved. Big black wing things with red eyes. You see these glistening lights, a hand come in, the ethereal cords that are attached to us. Werewolves. Yeah.
It's a different world.
It's way more strange than the cryptids. I'm not kidding.
That could help people grow in ways in this community that's rather unexpected.
Something that people run from, and that's the kind of strange that I like to dive into.
I think there's a lot of things that people don't know about me. I am excited to talk to you because I feel like if anybody I could feel comfortable talking about those things with, it would be you.
Bring more of the strange out. And they go, haunted! I'm going to be releasing on Coven Parlor podcast.
I guess that was like my coming out to the paranormal community. I was on 2 seasons of Ghosts of Shepherdstown. I got the opportunity to build gear and tech and large experiments for the show Paranormal Lockdown with Nick Groff and Katrina Weidman, which was a really cool experience. And since the shows, I've done some documentary work as well with The House in Between 2, and I've done a bunch of work with Steve Shippey. He has a documentary coming out later this year that I got the opportunity to be a part of. And I also built some really cool gear for that documentary, which I'm excited about as well.
Frequency, cryptids, how they blast us with infrasound. It put a lot of us in the hospital. Skinwalker. Then I find out I live in the Dogman Triangle like 10 years later.
I feel like I need to ask you this. What was your first experience with a cryptid?
I've seen things crawl in up to different orbs floating around in what some people call like the grays. I met these beings. I don't know if you would categorize them as cryptids. I am Pleiadian. And you are a part of the hybrids coming out to the world in the next 10 years. Like coming face to face with these beings. I didn't talk about my abduction. They're saying they are going to abduct you tonight. The beings that I channel, bright white light, sometimes they're blue and they pop in, they move like so unnatural. went out. Let's call it X-Files.
Yeah, absolutely.
These big luminous lights. The night of the eclipse, I got them on camera. Whoa, like on the camera. And
first cryptid experience, friends, we would always be exploring the woods. I mean, it's the 90s. And that's like what you did. You went out all day long. You didn't come back till dark or until the street lights came on. That was like your cue. Okay, I got to start making my way home.
oh my gosh, I missed that in Blockbuster.
No, exactly. Yeah. I remember hearing a rustling behind me, but the first time I turned when I saw it, it was this black creature kind of perched on a tree, and it had bright red eyes. It was all black. But then when I heard the crunching behind me, I just will never forget what it looked like. It was incredible.
I saw another black creature, but it didn't have the red eyes. Spider House. It was a very unusual place to go, but that's what made it so alluring. And I look over, and it looked like a gremlin. Black, glossy tar. But then you go back.
I've seen something like that before. I've never actually shared this before. And immediately they started freaking out. I was so confused. I can't stay here. I need to get out of this house. And I saw it. I saw this small gremlin-like thing, and I'm not even kidding you. It was like darting all across the room.
They do.
It was protecting me from this situation. It just started happening, and it freaked out the person to the point where they needed to leave my home because I wasn't threatened, but I was literally watching it like dart all across the room and watching this individual freak out, like could not stay there anymore, felt threatened, like it was after him. All of it is intertwined anyway, so I'm not here to judge.
Same.
I genuinely, I was so grateful to this creature because I felt like they were protecting me from a very bad situation the best way they knew how.
When you see them with your eyes, the naked eye visually, they move in such an interesting way. It's like they can blur and then stop and then blur. It's very.
That's the best way to describe it. Absolutely. Oh, that's amazing. I love that you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it was like our plane of existence was obviously very different than what their plane was, because the way it was moving around our space, how fast it was also incredible to witness. I will never forget that. That was truly incredible. I think also as I've progressed in my journey here, the things that I've experienced and witnessed, I think moments like that make me realize that really sucked into those parallels and that dynamic. People forget that there is a bridge that exists and that should exist between both worlds. And it doesn't make you an evil person to understand those spaces. Do you know what I mean?
100%. They all have different colors and different lights, and when they're in sphere form, those are also different colors and different little symmetrical designs.
Yeah, because when you said that, I've just been thinking about situations I've had where, yes, that's absolutely 1,000% true.
Yes. Like ghosts, ancestors, extraterrestrial hybrid people. I don't need the government showing up at my house. This has been my whole life. Hasn't it been your whole life?
Yeah. No, absolutely. It has been. For a very long time, it felt quite lonely because I knew that the experiences were abnormal. I knew that when I'd get visitations or when I would see things or hear things, that was not normal. I was exposing something that's been so close to me, personal to me, that I think is a big reason why I'm here, and exposing it for people to attempt to poke holes in, laugh at in some way, shape, or form. And that was not easy to go through at all. And it takes something that's so sacred to you and your personal experience here on this plane, makes you wonder why you're having to go through it, you know? What has been said?
Okay. It's here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. See that right there?
To see if it'll work. Speak through that. I was like, who are you, these beings? They said, we're the Nordic kind.
Physically.
Yeah, we physically bumped into each other.
What's your name?
What were they doing in here?
Do you think he does it every day? Do you think he does it every day?
The plot thickens.
What? You know something? I know you've had contact.
Yeah, no, that I was smiling because it makes sense.
She's like, I told you. Laughing. I'm like, oh my God, she just saw like an alien thing.
I'm so happy we're connected now, though.
Me too. Me too.
It feels meant to be. Maybe it's the right time in our lives.
Wisdom courses, as I call it with them. We're supposed to learn all these things before we come back to these soul family.
Yeah.
What that means is half Pleiadian.
I think people are at a point where they're just not surprised, don't believe it, they're not moved.
And I know that the people who need what I've shared and are going to need it with what's coming. Starlight, get it from other galaxies.